Good afternoon. It is 1:20 Pacific Standard Time. I'm on my way to work. I have to be to work at 2 o'clock. But being that yesterday I uploaded a extremely brief video, I didn't go into too much detail about anything, so I figured, on my way to work, I'll go ahead and devote more time to that. All right. So like I mentioned, I'm no longer working with Kosan, working remotely from home. I'm back to delivering with Domino's. And when I meant that, I technically never left. My sister-in-law kept me on payroll, and as in a technicality of on leave, being that I did leave when I was, of my postpartum journey. So that's that. There was a pay increase, so I am making a little bit more money, and it's just back to being paid every 2 weeks, obviously. So, and daily tips and mileage and things like that. So I'm getting money every day. So when it comes to my weight loss journey, you guys know the previous video, not the one that I did just yesterday, but the previous video I mentioned that I was going to do Versatile Vicky's 8 diet and things like that. I was doing it, it was working okay, and then I stalled out. Nothing changed. I felt guilty with the oatmeal and things like that, so I had stopped that, tried to do a regular egg fast. That didn't last but so long, and my attention, and I just got bored. Plain and simple, I got bored. So, what I'm doing now is, like I mentioned, I started doing the BBBE challenge. November 30th, I think it was the 29th or the 30th, it was just eating taco salads like all day long. That was my version of preparing for the reset and things like that. We just eating taco salads, ground beef, lettuce. It was ground beef that I seasoned with taco seasoning, shredded cheese, romaine lettuce, salsa, and sour cream. That's all that was on it. So I ate that like literally for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Every meal that I felt hungry, that's what I had. And I do apologize about the noise. I'm driving. So when it comes to transitioning into BBBE, I just dropped off the cheese, the sour cream, the salsa, and the lettuce from the taco salads the day before. Now, when I mentioned yesterday that I'm doing a modified version of that pertains to, I'm still going to be using the butter, I'm still going to be eating beef. I did bring my lunch. I didn't put it in anything, but being that I'm going to be at work from 2 to 10, I got some sausages. I just wrapped them in plastic wrap. These are the beef sausages from Sam's Club. So everything that I have to eat has to pertain to around the beef family. But when you look at Dr. Ken Berry's YouTube video explaining what the BBB entails, he mentions just stick to butter, ghee, beef tallow, and things like that from ruminant animals. So that means if I wanted to, I could, have anything from the cow, from the Rudy to the Tootie if I wanted to, but I don't eat like that. I'm not eating, liver, hearts, and things like that. I'm just gonna have beef meat from the cow. If I wanted to, I can have lamb, I can have venison, I can have, goat and things like that. The way he explained it was that the process of the digestive system in those type of animals, because of the layers of their stomachs, they process things a whole lot differently than from like a pig or anything, or a pig animal in that aspect. It's just one stomach. So they process nutrition a whole lot better, and it gets distributed throughout all their throughout their entire body to all parts of their body. So, you know, whether I wanted to have a T-bone or a ribeye, New York strip, chuck roast, hamburger, ground, you know, any part of the cow in that aspect. If I wanted to eat the tongue or the liver, the gizzards, or, you know, anything in that aspect that has to do with the remnant animals. There is no chicken, there is no fish, there is no cheese. Now, I am going to allow myself cheese periodically, only if I feel like I need it. But so far, I have had no need for cheese. I've been eating pork belly that I got from Sam's Club. I've had about a 4-pack of New York strips that last me like 4 days. Like, what, today's the 3rd? Today's the 3rd, right? Today's the 3rd. So, I had and I don't even eat the whole ribeye, okay? I eat half of it. I'll take half a ribeye, half pork belly. That'll be one meal, and I'll get full off of just half of that. Then whenever I get hungry several hours later, I'll eat the other half. So it's not like I'm eating everything all at once. The other day, I took the leftover taco meat, and I took a half a pack of bacon, and I cooked that up, and I had that for a meal one day. So it's just trying to keep things simple, keep things interested in. I am allowing myself, as far as any condiments go, per what I saw with Two Crazy Ketos, I am allowing mustard, you know, for sauces and flavors. I am using all my seasonings. I'm not eliminating any seasonings. The only thing that I am eliminating is, you know, ketchup and things like that. I will try to find a recipe. I know Two Crazy Ketos has a recipe for some butter mayo, so I might look into trying to attempt that, or bacon mayo. I still have a little bit of egg white powder that I could possibly use to make a small batch of Maria Emmerich's protein sparing modified fasting bread. I really didn't like it. I made 2 loaves and I didn't like it at all. It just felt kind of dry and angel food cake spongy type of texture for me. I gave it 2 shots, so that's why there's still just a little bit left. I only bought 1 bag, but I saw Two Crazy Ketos updated version of the BBBE for 2022, and they used Indigo Nelly's recipe for carnivore bread, which I'm gonna try to see about getting that recipe and maybe attempting to do that. I just don't want to have to go out of my way and buy any extra products like gelatin and things like that if it's not necessarily needed. So I just want to pretty much use what I have at home. And I'm going to take the BBBE challenge modified for me, for my needs, and I'm going to take that to the end of the year. Now, when it comes to Christmas, I am planning on going out of town for Christmas, and I will just take my, you know, my snacks with me, like I have sausage and things like that. I will meal prep things for the road trip. Then when I get to my brother's house, I'll just have to make sure I have things there that I can eat, like bacon, you know, sausage and things like that, to where I can stay on track during those days that I'm out of town, so I don't have to deviate. You know, if I have to buy something separate, then so be it. You know, it's going to be the holidays, they're going to have ham, and I'm not going to be eating the ham because obviously the sugars and stuff inside the ham. So, but I have plenty of butter, I have meats at the house, and things like that. So it's just, you know, keeping a variety and things like that, and in aspect, and finding different ways to do things, and realizing that I don't just have to eat a bowl of ground beef with butter in it. I could have chuck roast, ribeye, prime rib. I could have all different types of cuts of meats. Those are expensive cuts of meats, but if it's available to me and it's you know, within reason, I'm gonna you know, have it and partake in it. So beef, butter, bacon, and eggs is a challenge that I'm challenging myself for the month of December. I weighed in yesterday morning at 259, and I weighed in this morning at 260. So I'm gonna try to, you know, weigh myself daily. It's pretty much not just so much in weight loss. It's an elimination diet to see what items that I might be eating that might be causing me certain type of inflammations, that's causing my stall and things like that. I want to get back on track. I want to get back to my pre-baby weight, and you know, sticking to this, it seems simple, yet I can modify it, and if I like it and I want to continue on, and what I'll do is I'll go from BBBE to carnivore, to where I'll go ahead and I'll add in other meats to eat, whether it's chicken or fish or shrimp, things like that. A little bit more dairy if I wanted to. Things more so on the animal kingdom as type of foods and stuff like that. So that's my better form of an explanation of what my intentions are for this challenge this month. I might do a daily vlog. I don't know just yet, but I did want to let you guys know that I did have some bacon. I did have a beef hot dog. I removed the bun, obviously, and I have these 2 beef sausages from Sam's Club to have for when I take my break. I have been snacking on salami and things like that, and I know that's not a part of it as well, but if I feel myself getting snackish, I rather reach for things like that where fattier cuts of meat. I'm not supposed to be having anything processed, but like I said, if I get snacky and I don't want to deviate, I will partake in whether having some pepperoni, salami, or, you know, if I'm at work, I can, you know, dip in and maybe grab some of the Philly cheesesteak meat, or, you know, some of the salami or the pepperoni or things like that, or the, you know, ground sausage that we have for our pizza toppings. That way I can stay on track. Now, I do work around McDonald's, Taco Bell, Subway, and, you know, Wendy's and things like that. If I get to the point where that's not satisfying me, I'll go grab me a couple of burgers, no cheese, you know. It won't be the cleanest thing, but it'll be food nonetheless. So I do want to also try, I've seen things about brown butter bites and things like that, but it's just going to take time once I figure everything out with the schedule and how to get everything worked out. So you have been updated completely and fully, and if anything else, just please let me know. That way I can go ahead and update you guys per how I figure everything out. So that's what's happening at this present moment. And if anything, I will check in with you guys a little later, because I just got to work, and it's okay for me to clock in early because my sister's the general manager of the store. Peace.